Isn't it beautiful? I remember when I broke the story here on the channel, when we first saw the Amazon Japan leak of what would become Goku Black's exclusive form. Right there, let me go ahead and zoom in on this for you guys. That is indeed black, and his hair is pink. At the time, I called it Super Saiyan Pink, but now we know it as Super Saiyan Rose, or as some call it Super Saiyan Rose. And on this edition of the Transformation Guide, we're going to look at Super Saiyan Rose because not only is there some stuff that needs to be explained, but there's actually a huge error that was made in the anime that confused a lot of people, and I'm going to correct that here on this video. Super Saiyan Rose is a form that, as of right now, has only been accessed by Goku Black. And I'm not going to go into the whole history of who Goku Black is on this video, but I did do a video discussing Goku Black's power as part of the Strongest in Dragon Ball series a number of years ago. So remember to check that out as a companion video to this one if you want to learn more about Goku Black and his power. But let's focus on the form itself. So this form was first introduced in Dragon Ball Super during the Future Trunks arc, as we soon found out that Goku Black was able to evolve his power at an extremely rapid rate. And we found out the reason for this is because of the fact that Goku Black has Zamasu inside of Goku's body, and because of that, Zamasu is already pretty much a god. And as a result of that, he's able to understand how God Ki works. He's able to understand how to utilize God Ki, as well as utilize the body of Goku that he attained from using the Super Dragon Balls and switching. Now, what Super Saiyan Rose actually is it adopts the virtual identical properties of Super Saiyan Blue. So if you have not seen the Super Saiyan Blue transformation guide, that is essential to understand how Super Saiyan Blue works before really diving into this. But pretty much, it's a polluted, twisted, evil version of Super Saiyan Blue that Zamasu inside of Goku's body as Goku Black was able to manifest. Now by this point, the body of Goku with Zamasu had gotten so much more powerful than anybody could have anticipated, and thus Super Saiyan Rose in many ways trumped Super Saiyan Blue, at least back then. Maybe not Super Saiyan Blue when Goku and Vegeta use it in the Broly movie or in the Moro arc, but in those days, Rose was far and away more powerful because Goku Black himself was more powerful. So earlier in the video, I teased that there was a very big misconception and an error made in the Dragon Ball Super anime. Well, in the Dragon Ball Super anime, they state that Super Saiyan Rose is basically Goku Black's version of Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan Blue. However, that's not how it really went down. Toriyama himself said that Goku Black could become a Super Saiyan like Goku and a Super Saiyan of a slightly different color than Goku. Remember, he said becoming a Super Saiyan like Goku and as in also one with a slightly different color than Goku. Later on, we actually saw character designs and character models of Goku Black in regular golden-haired Super Saiyan. And in the Dragon Ball Super manga, we actually see Goku Black using both the golden-haired Super Saiyan form and Rose. But in the anime, we only saw Rose. However, it makes more sense that Goku Black is able to use both Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Rose because it's Goku's body. And obviously, as Zamasu was testing the body out, he was able to figure out how to tap into Super Saiyan, and then, since he is a god, was thus able to do what Goku was able to figure out during his training with Whis and tap into Super Saiyan while utilizing God Ki, and thus it became easier for him to use Super Saiyan Rose. In many ways, the anime makes more sense because Zamasu being a god, Super Saiyan Rose should come natural to him. But in the manga, it's more of a journey because we see Goku Black getting stronger and stronger and eventually figuring this out. So it's more like he figured it out off screen in the anime, but in the manga, we actually visually saw it. Now, the Rose form really does resemble like a rose, like a pink rose. It's a pink colored form, but in some instances, we actually see it like a darker shade of pink, and some have said that this differentiates how much power Goku Black is using. So if he's darker pink, he's using more power than lighter pink. However, I have not been able to confirm that based on any actual data from any of the Dragon Ball sources. So because of that, I can't actually say that that's the truth. Much like Super Saiyan Blue, this form does allow Black to have a complete balance of power, speed, and agility. However, the stamina issues that were present in Super Saiyan Blue, both in the manga and a little bit in the anime, don't seem to have any prevalence in Super Saiyan Rose. We don't see Goku Black ever really showcase any kind of drawbacks. So that makes me wonder, is that because Zamasu is a god and thus has known God Ki longer than Goku has? Or is it just something where they forgot? I think it's more so the former. I think that Zamasu, being a god, allowed him to use Rose much more effectively than Goku used Blue at the time. Goku needed more time with it. And as I said in the Blue Transformation Guide video, Goku and Vegeta learned more about Super Saiyan Blue as the series progressed. In the manga, we actually see Goku Black transforming from golden-haired into rose-haired. And I thought that was a pretty cool little effect because it reminded me of what we saw in Dragon Ball Super Broly, where Goku went from the golden hair to the Super Saiyan God form with the red hair. It's a cool transition, although we only saw it in pages, not in actual animation. But wait, there's more. What about Fused Zamasu? What about Merged Zamasu's white hair? Where does that come from? Well, when we see Goku Black fusing with Zamasu to form Merged Zamasu or even Infinite Zamasu, we see that this version of Zamasu has white hair and it's spiked up. Well, many people have theorized that this is the perfected version of Super Saiyan Rose, or at least the combination of two gods in one body. It's a weird mutation that's not really explained anywhere, but without question, Fused Zamasu is definitely using a version of Super Saiyan Rose, albeit he has white hair, which Toriyama teased in an interview with Toyotaro where he talked about giving Super Saiyan Blue white hair before he had actually come up with the blue color. Now, in the manga, there's a point where Zamasu rages out and can't control his power. And when we see this in the colored Dragon Ball Super manga, which is a very recent release, we actually see the pink aura surrounding the sort of white, light silver hair. And because of that, this confirms that although Zamasu has white hair, it's still Super Saiyan Rose. And we find out that what's going on here is that his body is difficult to maintain and handle because he's got this incredible power that's almost leaking out of him. And even though he became an immortal, he still could not handle what was going on with his body. So this is what happens when you combine a god with God Ki with a mortal Saiyan body and you transform. You basically get Rose. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about the white-haired version or the pink-haired version. It is the same form. It's just that the fused version has a bizarre mutation into white hair, but it still retains the power and properties that make it Super Saiyan Rose. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you down the road.